Hello, hello, hello. My name is Narceri Harris. I am the First Lady of the Full Gospel Church of God in Christ in Rochester, New York. And the pastor is my husband, Dr. Vernon Lee Harris Jr. I am a proud partner of the Sisters United for the Journey. And I am one of the guest partners, journey partners, and I've been asked to share my experience of when the journey changes. I was really excited about becoming a mom after I was married, and I had actually five pregnancies. I had a little girl after being married for 3 years, trying to become a mom. That baby, she did not survive, and we had to have a funeral for her. Then I had another pregnancy, which did not go full term, and then God blessed me to have three sons: Paul King David, King Solomon D, and Elijah King James Harris. Well, my Paul King David and my King Solomon also made transition. So out of the five pregnancies, I have one living child. It was very difficult going through those experiences. I'm sure there are some of you watching this video and you've had to experience losses and loved ones and maybe even a loss of your child. It's a very difficult time for me. You know, we carry these babies in our womb and they grow and they're with us for 9 months in most cases. And to have them be taken away from you is a very hard thing because you feel like you're missing a part of your body, a part of your existence, a part of who you are. You know, my father had two legs and some fingers amputated due to diabetes, and I remember when we were younger kids, as we was going through that experience, he would sometimes say, "Come and scratch my toe. My toe is itchy." And we were like, "Daddy, you don't even have toes." And so he would kind of chuckle because even though he was going through that, he never lost his faith either, and he had a very jovial attitude, even though he was going through that kind of a test. But what he said was that the nerves, some of the nerves, when he would get that itch, his brain would tell him that his toe was itching and the toe wasn't even there anymore. Well, that's kind of the way it feels sometimes. I have moments when I want to call my children, I want to call my son, I want to hear them playing skillfully on the music instruments like they did. It was very hard for me to grasp what had actually happened. And what I found is that I'm not going to ever get over it, but I am going through it. So I'd like to encourage you to know by letting you know that I am going through it, and the journey changed in a way that I'm feeling like I'm being able to impact the lives of other women, by sharing my journey, change its experience. And out of that came the birth of this book of How Do I Go Forward Without You? And this is an expression of how we went through that, how we dealt with it, and how we are still able to go through this experience as our journeys changed. I'd like to read you a little portion on the back of this book that one of my goddaughters wrote. She's an attorney out in California. She wrote, "Narceri's story touched me at my core. That which is created in the highest love will always be protected by its creator. In this case, two parents went blindly forward in their faith to set about protecting their two boys living with sickle cell anemia. They met many angels along their journey, but what struck me most was their inability to obtain certain medications and treatments that were effective and used in other countries, yet not available in the United States. All three of Narceri's sons had the name King in their name, but after reading this expression of love, it is clear that she wears the crown." Now, I'm not sure about myself wearing a crown, but my point is that our experiences of how we what happens to us when the journey changes will impact the lives of someone else. So I'm hoping that this little segment will help you to see how positive things can happen out of what seems to be bad things. God bless you.